Just then you heard mine, Audrey Nuna, Channel Trez on the remix, and at the top, one of PTA's favourite artists, Newcastle native, Mall Grab, with Ripples in the Timeline. How'd you enjoy those two, Tom?
Fantastic. I really love your selection, and I felt like it's worked wonders in the studio. The energy's just completely changed after those two tunes.
I feel like a new man. My posture's a bit more relaxed.
Mate, 100%. And in all seriousness, you know, that's your boys, you know, knock on my road trip tunes is sometimes you just get stuck down there, you know, and it's just a bit heavy and too much hip hop and too much self-expression, and then just need a bit of electronic, light-hearted stuff to get you out. So thanks for dragging us out there, bro.
There's a question from Heyman in the band. Heyman in the hands, that kind of goes against everything that we just played, Dan. I'm going to get back to that. Dan, you have an answer to our MP3 deteriorating over time theory.
Yes, okay. An answer's probably a stretch, but I've gone down a bit of a rabbit hole here. So flash drives can deteriorate, and over time the files can get corrupt. The answer as to why I don't know, but the interesting thing I found out of that is your best option for longevity, if you want to store something for long-term storage, goes back to a CD. So although they can be scratched and physically damaged, CD would be a better option for storing music than a flash drive would be, according to what I'm reading right here.
So I think that might be answer to both the questions. Yeah. The CD's code doesn't deteriorate. Like, it is solid as a rock. It's the best for long-term storage. It keeps rolling. You got to keep it safe, obviously, but that goes for everything. But then I can imagine a USB that's 512 megabytes, maybe a gig or whatever it was that we used to roll with, that spun on that thing.
Yeah.
That's like, you know, that's a physical hard drive. Inside it, there's like magnetic sheets, right? Like, that's how hard drives work, and they're magnets. So if files can get corrupted, you know, like from sort of just movement and bouncing and time, then I would say then physical reality would affect the quality of the music on there. I would have to take that position, right?
Maybe big USB has something to answer for taking us away from CDs, mate. Maybe there's a larger theory here.
I think there could be some ownership of the USB industry by some pretty corrupt people. I'm not going to name any names, but I can only imagine that, you know, there's some private interests that are maybe progressing our music technology. Hey, and that's all I'm saying.
They intend for us to keep cycling through these USBs because corruption ripped them out too quick. And the trusty CD was there all along. Yeah,
and man, maybe you even right one step further to that, like the vinyl was just the apex, and it's even better than the CV and the hard drive.
Sound quality, yeah. Functionality, no.
And some particular group of private interested people, big USB, are just trying to capitalise on our changing tastes and take money off us and control of us.
So the message of today's episode is bring back the CD.
Bring back the CD and the vinyl and the tape recorder.
I shouldn't blow on the mic. That was really bad tech.
I'd hate to interject here. To run all that, cloud storage is also probably the best option for long-term storage.
Yeah, cloud, man. Don't trust it.
Big cloud, man.
I have nothing on the...
They're even worse than big USB, man, I'm pretty sure. And do you know what? Now I think about it, it could actually be the same group of people.
Do you know... My partner Lauren is like, her phone storage is through the roof. She's like, nah, mate, I'm not going on the cloud. She won't even have Face ID recognition. She's like, nah.
I rate that. I actually rate that.
Do you have Face ID?
I've got it hard, man. And you think about it, man. We are all so controlled. Like mate, seriously. You've got you're getting recorded right now, for example. Every time you pay, every time you do anything, open anything, like the paper trail of you doing shit, you're guilty, man, of something. Whatever it is, you're done.
I'm guilty of having a really good time on this show, and I really want to get you out of this conversation. Sorry, Tom. I'm going to keep this one moving, man. I love you. We'll save that one for dinner, I think.
Love you too, yeah. I think so too.
Frankie's tortas and tacos tonight, I think. Heyman in the hands. Response. Look, there's a lot of bleep bloop music talk. When are you guys going to talk about the rock stuff?
Oh, the rock stuff. Kind of love that.
Look, there's a lot of bleep bloop music talk. Like my fucking dad wrote that in. But fair, man.
Yeah, absolutely, it's fair. And do you know what? It's right. We've probably been a bit too contemporary and maybe not quite as explorative as we maybe should be. And it's probably fitting because I mentioned early on in the show that rock music and probably pop rock was a big influence on my first sort of
100%. Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Chili's, Good Charlotte, Grinspoon, you know, Green Day. That was The Offspring, Foo Fighters. That's what I was listening to in year 4 to 5 to 6 and just like rocking out, man. There was like the Apple computer with dial-up internet, Apple computer that had like a colourful back, big plastic back on it. You ever see it?
Yeah.
And
yeah, I did. So quite literally everywhere, Tom.
it was the best computer ever made, and somehow we transitioned past it. I don't know why.
Big computer at it again.
Yeah, but man.
This should be a Patreon only episode.
Yeah, legit. But no, I'd go on photo booth, right? This is the height of my cringe, man. And I'd be year 4 or whatever. Tech was new. Like there's no one ever done this before. And I'd go and get my like Fender Squire red, some sunnies and a hat, and like get on photo booth and just like take some shots of me playing the guitar, and I'm giving the devil's horns, like ripping it as an 8-year-old, yeah, and listening to that music. Killing Heidi as well, who we've chucked on the show a couple of times. Like, I feel like it's a very fitting time to just quickly jump into some sick rock.
If you're okay with that, play a song, and we go to the end.
Yeah, man, and we rip in and we bring the vibes even higher.
Yeah, get off
for
that
our man
music talk,
because he's absolutely correct. Yeah, we should show a bit of stuff and obviously hopefully enjoy the Matty Richardson episode. But I think we can take a bit of inspiration for sure and quickly jump into some tunes. What do you reckon?
Love to. 2 rock and roll tracks out to Hame in the Hand. We'll be right back.